This is episode 2301 of the Daily Meditation Podcast. Welcome back. We are on day 3 of our series. We're following along, finding shelter for your soul, finding a place where you feel safe from all that's going on in the outside world, following along with the book that has to do with the popular Danish ritual called Hygge. And this is a book by Miek Wiking. And in this book, you're discovering how to make yourself feel cozier and more at peace with yourself and with others. Your challenge this week is to find someone to hygge with. Find someone to gather together with, where you can be fully yourself, letting your guard down, uninhibited. When you get together with your hygge person or hygge small group of people, enjoy each other's company. Not focus so much on what you're doing as you get together, but simply enjoying the process of being in each other's company. And if you do this already, I'd love to hear from you, especially if you might be listening all the way from Denmark. I'd love to hear how you hygge, and please pardon me if I'm not saying the word correctly. It's such a special word. I would really love to make sure I say it correctly. I've been practicing. You can send me a direct message on my Sip and Om Instagram. And since I know many of you are trying to stay away from social media, which I applaud that you're doing that, you can send me an email to mary@sipandom.com. I'd love to hear from you. And I want to share a message with you from a fellow meditator. She reached out to me to say that she's so enjoying Hygge. She says, I'm totally fascinated with the concept. I'm presently listening to the audiobook, which is free on YouTube. So thank you so much for letting me know that. So you can listen to the book free on YouTube. Again, the name of the book is called The Little Book of Hygge. It's spelled Hygge, Danish Secrets to Happy Living by Miek Wiking. She says, I just started the book, but the idea of lighting and the way he describes it just amazes me. Thank you for always teaching me something new. Funny, just listening to the intro about photography and the lighting, I completely understand about the golden hour. So thank you so much for sharing this message. This is from a fellow meditator who lives in Miami, Florida. And she is fascinated by the golden hour, which you will hear about in the book. Now, I will say that one of my most hyggelige moments is when I watch the sunset every night. I moved recently, about 4 months ago. I now live on a barrier island just off the coast of Florida, across from Sarasota. And I go to the beach every evening, just about every evening, to watch the sunset. And there's something magic about the sun setting. And it's as if the world has, for just a moment, a hush over it as the sun goes down on another day. So think about what the golden hour is for you as you go throughout your days. What's the best part of your day? And in the book, there's a lot of discussion about having your own space where you can feel hyggelige all by yourself. Sometimes the best moments are those you spend with yourself. You might notice that as you meditate. You don't have to be with anyone in order to feel cozy. You are encouraged this week to create at least one space in your home that beckons you to snuggle up there. This might be a corner in your living room or in your bedroom where you like to spend time. I have a corner in my living room where I have a chair. It's my chair that I picked out several years ago. It's actually, come to think of it, a leather Danish modern chair with a footstool. And I have a side table with my favorite coaster where I set my hot steaming drink. And I have a blanket there, one of my favorite blankets. And I have a little basket. It's a basket that's really unusual looking, and it has a lid on it. And within the basket are some of my favorite little things that I like to look at sometimes. There's also a candle that I light. And this is where I go to feel cozy. And sometimes when I'm feeling a little down, I'll spend time in this chair. And I always feel a little better for spending time there. So create a space in your home. Miek Wiking says in his book, Hygge is choosing rustic over new, ambiance over excitement. It's humble and slow. It's simple over posh. He says, champagne and oysters may be many things, but Hygge it is not. So make your space extra cozy and comfortable. So now you're ready to meditate using a breathing technique to help you usher in this cozy feeling. And this is a breathing technique you can do when you feel like things are a little chaotic, which you might feel quite a bit recently if you watch the news, which I hope you try to avoid as best as you can. This is a breathing technique for when you might feel a little isolated or lonely. Maybe you're on lockdown and, of course, not going out as much as you likely normally do. So as you sit up straight and close your eyes, gently uplifting them to the point between your eyebrows, begin to notice how you're feeling. Name that emotion you're feeling. And notice what may have triggered this emotion. Now bring to mind what your focus is this week as you are on this Hygge Quest. Are you trying to feel more Hygge in your health and wellness, in your home, in a relationship, at work? You'd like to feel more comfortable and relaxed there, maybe. Could you listen to music or create a space at work where you could feel cozy, like a small retreat there? Now bring your awareness to your breath with each inhale and exhale through your nose. Notice how you feel in your body. And bring to mind some place where you feel nice and comfortable and safe and cozy. Maybe it's at a cabin in the woods when it's snowing or storming outside. Maybe it's on the beach with the waves crashing around. But you're safe on the shore. As you inhale through your nose, bring to mind this comforting place. Visualize yourself there. As you exhale, release the feeling of isolation or loneliness. visualizing yourself in this cozy space. Exhale and feel less alone, less isolated. Feel more at peace with just yourself as you are. Now continue meditating, sitting in stillness for as long as you feel comfortable doing so, knowing you are so worth slowing down for.